Pop Hater 420.
Yeah. Big baby. I said I float like a butterfly, I sting like a bee. I've been having conversations with a bunch of nobodies, and you could tell them what's the topic, they gon' talk about it. And they hit from every angle, swings just like Honda. My team steady winning.
On the perimeter, Feldeine catch and shoot. Three is good for the first three. Feldeine another corner three. Too much room for him. Here's Feldeine again. Three in a row. They run the same action. Feldeine again. He makes it again. Feldeine again. The lead is 21. Here's Feldeine looking to respond, and he's able to do so. In every game, he had 16 in the first four. Meanwhile, Thomas in and out. Feldeine, you knew that was going. More memorable nights. Nice pump fake from Thomas. Feldeine, another three. Why not? Feldeine, the long three. Icing on the cake. James Feldeine, 9 3-point.
What's up, everybody? You're now tuned in to the Hey Now podcast, a conversation with a bunch of nobody. It's your boy Kev.
James Feldeine.
Holla at your qualified dollar if you swallow 1G, baby.
Shaq here. Jennings, beloved.
So this right here is episode 12, and it's actually the last episode of the first season.
Just clap it up.
Yeah, so it's done.
Alright.
I hate how we clap, first of all. Who the fuck claps like this? They clap like this,
That's that European.
Right to left, not left to right.
That's that European
Who the fuck
clap.
claps like that? Bro,
Yo, how you got a picture of me?
Yo, it ain't about you, that's the point. So, for our last episode, man, I wanted to get one of my close friends. You know, yesterday we had Edgar, who I grew up with, known since I was 10. And now we're gonna sit back and we're gonna learn about somebody who I really think that the young generation who can actually, learn something from him. Because he wasn't your typical player who was ranked. He didn't have like a lot of noise behind him. A lot of people.
He had a lot of noise. Me.
Like I said, he didn't have a lot of noise behind him, and a lot of people, really didn't believe in his game. Besides, his close friends. And we're just gonna sit here, man. We're gonna highlight some things, and we're gonna get out of here. So, one of the things I wanted to ask you, you're from Washington Heights. Coming out of Washington Heights, you had all these big time ball players. You had the Greer brothers. Rick Greer, Carter Greer, Jeff Greer. You had Lou Flores. Help me out with some more.
1G.
No, not 1G. You had Baca. Basically, you had a lot of good talent coming up. So I think somebody just made a payment. Okay. So I wanted to ask you, did you ever feel kind of pressure?
Another one's cool.
Coming up, who could that you had to live up to their names?
Never had pressure. Like you said, with the Greer brothers, I lived up the block for them. They were from 177. I lived in the projects, bridge apartments. I mean, they ain't really projects, right?
Definitely not projects.
But
He did not grow up in no projects. Don't let him gas you.
I never had pressure trying to be like them. Like you said, I was not ranked. I never really thought I was gonna be this player I am now. So I just looked up to them. I knew what they were doing because I spoke to them many times. I know they were in Europe. Most people don't know about Europe, but they told me at a young age, like, you can go to Europe and make some money. Yeah, they was like, it's not just the NBA, and I gotta pay homage to them. That's really who put me on with put my mind to, all right, if I don't make it to the NBA, I'm gonna go overseas and really make some good money.
Right.
Coming up, what AAU programs did you play?
I mean, I talked about this yesterday, but I played with New Heights.
All that extra stuff.
My brother actually was one of the co-founders. He was one of the first players. Shout out to him. But yeah, I wanted my own path. You know, it's a lot of AAU teams out here like Riverside Gauchos, the Panthers. While I was growing up, I just wanted my own team, basically. I mean, I wasn't as good as Edgar and Cash and Kerr and had the recognition that like they do. So I just wanted to
make your own name.
Basically, that's been my motto my whole life, man. Just make a name for myself. I mean, of course, I could have went to Gauchos because you know Edgar's one of my close friends. He could have just said, "Yo, put him on the team. He can play. I want him to play. I won't play without him." He could have did that, but I was like, "Nah, man. I want to do my own thing. Like, I'll see you when I see you every day, but I want my own team. I want to do my own legacy."
You mentioned your brother David. What role has he played in your journey? You know, in becoming a man. You know, and becoming the type of player that you are. You know, now.
Me and my brother, we have the same mother, different father. We look nothing alike. But he's been a father figure in my life. He's 5 years older than me. He's a kid that was hooping when he was growing up, and I just wanted to be like him. He was going to the park every Saturday, every Sunday, and I was following him, man. If he played baseball, I would have played baseball. If he played football, I would have played football. Soccer, whatever. I would have did whatever he wanted to do. But he had a little jump shot. They call him jump shot trap.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Trap.
Yeah, I just wanted to be him, man. I grew up without a father. No father in my life. He left my mother when I was 2.
You didn't have nobody.
Shut up.
I'm just asking a question. You ain't have nobody like
I had some,
wasn't like half a father figure or something.
I mean, I had some father figures, but my brother was definitely one. I mean, he was a little older than me, but yeah, like I said, he just kept on going to the park every day. He worked me out. He was my trainer when I was younger. We used to go to the park like at 11 at night and just shoot 100 jump shots and then just walk home or ride our bike home.
That's a fact.
So it was no lights in the park, full trying, shout out to full trying. There was no park, there was no lights, so we just shot it up. No net, nothing. It had to be cash.
See, this is what I mean. This is what kids ain't doing now. You know, I'll go around parks now and there's nobody in the parks. You know, and that shit hurt me.
Yeah, unless they have a trainer with a video camera.
Yeah, they don't
want to go to the gym.
Trainers didn't really exist back in the day.
There wasn't no trainer.
There was no trainer. You were your own rebounder.
Yeah. Shaq, what you was gonna say?
You was a rebounder.
It was a little topic that I want to bring up. He just him talking inspired me to ask a question. You said your brother was kind of like a father figure, and that's where you got your passion for, for the sport. You said if he played soccer, you would have played soccer. But you now, happy belated birthday. You're now 30 years old.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Give it up for that. And I'm just curious to know if there's another passion that you had or something else, because a lot of these kids nowadays are chasing, basketball as a passion, quote. And it's really just to get the bag. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know. I'm just curious.
That's a great question. Growing up, my mother was strict. She wanted me to be the smartest kid in the class. She wanted me to do all my homework on time and all that stuff, and I wasn't with it. I just wanted to play. I just wanted to hoop.
Never.
I just wanted to hoop. But you know what's crazy about that? I wanted to hoop so bad. I never in my mind was like, yo, this is about to be my living. Like I was young, but I was just like, I just want to hoop. Like I'm not thinking about.
So you never thought like long term?
Never. I was just like, I just want to play. I just want to hoop. I want to go to every park and play ball. Just play ball. Try to dunk everything I can. Shoot all the jump shots. I wasn't thinking long term, and it didn't mess me up, but I think that helped me too at the same time.
And let me tell you, like a lot of people don't get that. That's special. A lot of people don't get to really turn their passion into something that they could do, longevity and make money off of it. And, I see a lot of people go through this, try to, and often doesn't, a lot of time, I'm not going to say often, but So I just want to let you know, like, you know, you're truly blessed for that. You know, a lot of people, like, Edgar came on here and he thanked God for everything that he had. And, you know, I think we should carry that going forward a lot. Like I'm going to ask every guest that we have on here, like, what their true passion was if it was different from what they do now. I feel like that's a great question.
Like you said, being blessed, man. I'm definitely blessed. Like,
right.
Where I came from, where my journey is just nobody knew. Probably just them two and Edgar, and some other close friends in my family thought I was gonna be something with basketball. But nobody in the nation in New York City ever thought was like, oh, this kid's gonna be something special in Europe or even try to make the NBA.
I still remember. So James, I want to know why you went to Hayes. Was it because of Gabby?
Mm-hmm.
Gabby inspired you to go to Hayes?
He claims
so.
that
Me and Gabby, Juan G. Soto. So we grew up one block away from each other. He lived in 177, I lived in 178 in Wadsworth, same avenue too. So we went to Incarnation together, but my man got kicked out.
Sounds about right.
For doing something crazy.
But I was still there every day during lunch and all that.
Yeah. What you did though?
We're gonna talk about that later.
So I was
you look like the type of kid to bite.
So I was so I got kicked out a few times for doing some stupid shit too, but since I was a basketball player, they let me slide. My mother was on the board of whatever she was on. So they let me slide, so I kept on going to school. And then when me and Gabi was thinking about like what school we want to go to, my brother went to Hayes.
And my brother went to Hayes.
And his brother went to Hayes, and my brother played for the team. So I was just like, you know what I mean? I was like, man, I'm going to, and my mother was like, you going to Hayes. I don't care what you say, you going to Hayes. It's far, but you're going to Hayes. You're not going to public school. My mother still has a great job to this day. Like, she was blessed to put me through Catholic school. She paid tuition out of her pockets.
So it wasn't like you had, you know, like a sponsor.
I ain't have
nobody.
I ain't have no sponsor like Souls, like the other kids coming up. My mother had to pay out her pocket.
Facts.
Shout out to that, single mother.
Single mother. She was fortunate to have. She was fortunate to have a good job to put me and my brother through high school, which was kind of expensive back then.
Very expensive.
So now we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So you at Hayes, right? It's your senior year, man, and I still remember. I actually caught that game when I came back from college. I think the team had to come back from break, and I caught your championship game. You end up as you should have won the game.
Oh yeah,
it was the chip game. You should have killed, but different story. So your senior year is completed. You're done. Now you're trying to figure out what college you wanted to go to. One, I want to know what schools were recruiting you, and two, I want you to tell me a little bit what happened when Villanova wanted you.
So I started getting recruited going into my junior year, but it was small time schools. Or those schools I can't name off the top of my head because I forgot. But then, like during the summer, I had a good summer that summer. I was playing the AAU circuit, with New Heights.
Just out of curiosity, who was y'all sponsor at that time?
At that time, we were Adidas.
Adidas, okay.
Yeah, we were Adidas. They Under Armour now.
Yeah.
But we were Adidas back then. So I had a great summer. I played well in Vegas. I played well in all these different states. So it was just. Then school started coming in. I saw like September hit, October hit, and then Quinnipiac came. School in Connecticut, small school, Northeast Conference. Most people don't know about that school, but. That was really the only school that like came to see me. They came to my intramural games, like games that they shouldn't even watch. They drove all the way down to the Bronx, Grand Concourse. So it was two white men like who coaches haven't been in Hayes since Jamal Mashburn and Jeffrey Green. So I thought it was a big thing. No other coaches was coming down. Like I had Siena, I had St. Peter's. I had Manhattan a little bit, but just I fell in love. I fell in love with the coach. I fell in love like with his system. I wanted to play for him. I went up there on a visit, and 3 hours into the visit, I committed. Okay. I was already a senior. I was about to start my senior year season.
He actually, let me chime in here. He actually tried to get me into Quinnipiac.
I actually did.
we was trying to just rock it out. We went to elementary
Right.
school together, high school
why
together.
not?
We was just trying to rock it out. The only thing that
Mad
messed
gateway.
me up, the only thing that messed me up, it was they wasn't trying to give me no bread to go, cause it's out of state, so they wasn't trying to
Out-of-state
give me
tuition.
no bread. Yeah, and he was trying, but
It was tough. I almost not even got into the school. Like, but when I committed, you still had to do the paperwork. You still had to
SAT.
qualify, pass this class, pass that class. I couldn't.
And that's a lesson for a lot of the youngins. You know, you could be top 100 or top from whatever region you're from.
You picked the wrong school, you done.
There's an there's an academia portion. You gotta make sure you have at least, you know, a 2.8, a 3.0.
And it also depends on where you go.
Yeah,
It depends. It
Like
depends.
for example,
if you're not an All-American,
yeah,
though,
for the
you
big
know.
name, for the big name schools, big name players. I mean, they get them in.
Yeah, they
But
get
like
it.
a small school, like a kid like me from the Bronx, like from Washington Heights, went to school in the Bronx. It was like you got to make it. Like,
Yeah.
you have to make these criteria to get into the school.
Yeah,
Like,
So you
not-
took ACTs,
I took
SATs.
SAT, I took the regions. You know, New York had regions.
More than one.
I had to get like a 2.8 GPA. Like it was crazy. It was crazy.
The numbers had to be right.
So
Do you feel like that was worth it though? Like all
For sure. I mean, that was hard work. Like I was putting hard work on the court, but when I got home, I had to do my homework. I had to study, and I didn't want to. I wanted to keep practicing. I missed some trips because my mother was like, "Nah, you going to the school. Like you committed. Like you going there. Like nothing's gonna happen. You going. I'm gonna make sure you get there." I missed some trips. I missed some tournaments. I missed some games, just to get that. To get that.
Now another question before we jump in, like you successfully made a career off of your passion playing basketball, but you, like you said, your mother made you go to school and you do have a degree, and how does that fit into your life? Do you feel like that is necessary as well?
I mean,
and molding you into the person that you are today?
I think 4 years in college and going to classes and being around different people. I went to basically an all-white school
Okay.
in Connecticut, middle of nowhere.
Different atmosphere.
Different. I'm
Totally
used to,
different
I'm used to, you know, the heights outside. You hear everything.
It's just
Right.
different.
Yeah. So I think that helped me. I think that molded me the best. Like that prepared me for my life now.
So you got recruited, right? You commit to Quinnipiac. You know, you get there. Like I said yesterday, I like to.
Forgot the Villanova story.
Oh, we could go back. So yeah, so what happened? I still remember.
So before
What happened with Villanova?
my junior year, about to finish my junior year, Villanova came and was just like, we like this kid, like we like you, but I was skinny as hell. I was maybe like 150 wet.
He was like,
What?
you see
How
what
tall you-
I
how
am
tall
now? That's what he was
I was
back
like
then.
that.
First of all,
Junior.
Gabby, you're not 150 in your dreams,
I'm
bro.
135.
So I was
Nigga, 135 and 150?
Yes, but it's
My
a big
nigga,
difference.
my
No.
nigga.
And you're 135 with clothes on.
Facts.
No, I did it butt
Nigga,
naked.
what?
I did it butt naked. What you want me to
So I
do?
was alright. So I was skinny. I was maybe 6'2", 6'3", maybe.
Okay.
And it was like, yo, we like you, whatever, like, but you gotta go post-grad year. That means you have to finish high school to get all the grades, and then go do another year of high school
At a
in
prep school.
at a prep school, at a
Right,
boarding
right.
school.
We don't do that over
So
here.
was
So I went
you
to-
trying to do that?
I went to see some schools,
Wasn't with it.
and I was like, man, I can't do this, man.
I'm
Like,
going to.
what
You said
schools
I'm
did-
going to
What
Quinnipiac.
schools did you visit?
Blair in New
Hyde,
Jersey,
the Hyde.
the Hyde in I forgot what-
Connecticut. Connecticut or Maine.
So then I went to both actually. I went to see both, and I was like, I can't do it, man. I need the city in my life, blah blah. And then I was just like, yo, I can't. And then I just thought about it. I was like, I can't do another year of high school, man. And plus, like I said before, I wanted to create my own legacy. If I would have went to Villanova, I would not been here right now.
Right.
Like I would not been playing basketball.
Who
They would've been-
were you gonna go in with if you took him?
Malcolm Grant was there.
Okay.
Corey.
She going to be on the shows.
Corey Stokes was there from New Jersey. Dominic Cheeks.
They had a good team.
So they had some players coming in,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, do I want to redshirt there or do I want to go to another year of high school?
Mm-hmm.
But they said, now you got to go to another year of high school. You can't redshirt at Villanova, and I was like, nah, hell no, I'm not doing another year of high school. I
And
want
Jay
her.
Wright was the coach at
Jay
that
Wright
time.
was still the coach.
Okay.
So I was just like, man, I think that changed me too. As soon as I said I'm gonna just go to Quinnipiac and just try to get mines, that changed my whole mindset. It was just like I'm gonna create what I want. I'm gonna create what I want to create. I want to be the person I want to be, and I want to be known for being different.
Okay. Another question. Your freshman year, you had some trials and tribulations. How did you get like past all that? Like how?
Actually, it's crazy though.
Don't go into too much detail, bro.
So my freshman year, I got to Quinnipiac, right? I played, I think 37 minutes the whole year, the whole season. My freshman year. The coach liked me, but it was just a whole situation that he thought I wasn't ready and whatever. So I played 37 minutes, and then my coach gets fired. I had 7 points that whole year, my freshman year. Yeah. So my coach gets fired, and assistant coach of UConn, shout out to Tom Moore, my favorite coach of all time. He got hired, and the day he got hired, he walked in the gym, and I was in the gym. It was 7 o'clock in the morning.
Baby.
That's the first thing he saw as being as a head coach at this university.
That set a tone.
And he was just like, he was like, who is this kid? And he didn't know me. He didn't know me at all. And we played UConn that year. So I was not even on the scouting report. Like, he didn't remember me, nothing. So he was like, who is this kid? And the AD was just like, athletic director, was just like, yeah, this is James Feldeine. He's a freshman, he's about to be a sophomore. He didn't play as much. He started telling the story. And I was like, yeah, I met him. I stopped my work. I met him. Nice to meet you, coach. But let me get back to my grind. Right. But I knew that was gonna affect him. He was
big
like,
time.
Because coach was coming and said, "Now you gotta go. You gotta transfer." So when he saw that, I think that just turned. He was just like, "Nah, I'm gonna work with this kid. I'm gonna work with him." So then ever since then, he just every day. In that summer, I did 2 summer sessions. He brought his assistant coaches. I got really cool with one coach. My assistant coach was actually Scott Burrell. That played with Jordan and the Bulls.
Yeah. Okay,
he got a ring.
Okay,
he got one.
All right, he got one.
So they brought him in, and they brought 2 other guys that just, man, they put that dog in me.
Yeah,
they put that dog in me.
So you were at Quinnipiac. You actually end up having a great career, a better career than most people expected. You scored over 1,000 points.
Yeah, I think I ended up with like 1,300 in 3 years.
1,300 3 years. You was out there killing. So you finished at Quinnipiac. So now you're getting ready to become a pro.
Yeah.
What was that mindset? Trying to switch over to like, I'm not in college no more. I'm a pro. And how was the first year? You going pro.
Alright, so like I was going after my senior year when I finished school. Like I had no idea what was gonna happen. Like I averaged a good amount of points my senior year. So I was like, alright, maybe I get a chance, maybe like a workout here, summer league or something. I ain't get none of that.
No calls for no workouts,
no summer league, no training camp visit,
no training camp, no interview, no. So I was like, that it didn't hurt me, but I knew already because I was like, yo, I'm at a small school. I mean, I averaged like 18 points, but I was still at a small school.
Right.
So I was just like, man, like, what's next? So my coach actually, he was calling a few agents, and this agent was coming to all the games my whole senior year, and I didn't even know. So he was just like, yo, this guy really loves you, like he can get you to Europe. And by that time, like I said before, when I was talking to Ricky Greer and Jeff Greer, that's the only people that ever told me about Europe. Yeah. So when he said about Europe, I was like, damn. I remember like, yo, I could go to Europe if I wanted to. So I talked to the agent, I signed with him.
What agency is?
Is he still your agent?
Nah, I got rid of him.
You got it. Oh, okay.
Yeah. After my 3.5 year, 3.5 years I was with him.
Okay.
So my first year I played in second division Spain.
Okay.
It's called Leb Gold.
No, I was going to hit some shit.
Leb Gold. It's second division. It's not big time. They don't have that much money.
Kev has some stuff on it.
So yeah, going off that. So you're coming from a small school, right? you get into second division Spain. Now, I want you to educate some people on, you don't have to say the number. What was your pay your first year? You feel me? Like, cause people just think like, yo, overseas, I'm gonna go overseas, I'm gonna get this bag, and like, no, like it doesn't. And I got a chance to live with you, you know, for some time, so I saw some shit. So just let people know, like,
you know, second division.
climb.
You know, second division is not the best. It's always first division. It's first division Spain, which is maybe the best in Europe right now. ACB. Second division's probably not even top 10 in Europe.
Okay.
So it's every country has 3 divisions into their country, to their leagues. First division is always the best. Second division's not so good. Third division's the worst.
It's teenagers, basically.
Yeah, it's bad. So, you know,
The Ball family.
it's
I like them.
it was a struggle. When my agent called me that first time, I actually remembered where I was at, what happened, and where I was going. I was actually in the Heights, walking down to this park, High Bridge,
Okay.
and he called me and was like, "Yo, I got this offer for you." And I was like, Edgar already signed. He signed his first deal. Shout out to Edgar Sosa. He signed already in Italy, and he told me his amount of money. So I was like, dang, he come from Louisville. I got to get at least half of that. So
Facts,
I'm
facts,
good. If I get half of it, I'm good.
Facts.
He called me. He said the number, and I was like,
It wasn't half of that.
I was like, what? It wasn't half of that.
Yeah.
It wasn't
up?
even.
What's
It
up?
wasn't even 3/4.
Was it what's that, 3 months? It was a 3-month deal?
No.
Nah, it was 10 months.
10 months.
I was there 10 months. So I look at the phone, I'm like, nah, I'm tripping, right?
You thought it was an
I just
error?
ain't work out. I ain't just do this grind I had to do for the last 3 years in Quinnipiac for this. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna call you back in like 2 hours.
Like we talk about
And
under.
trust
We
me.
talking about a part-time job.
We talking about. I survived though. I survived.
Nah,
So I started calling. I called Edgar. I asked him his opinion. I called my moms. I called my brother. I called my AU coach. I called my college coach, and they was just like, "Yo, you knew this coming in." I was like, "No, I didn't. Like, I thought I was about to get paid. I thought I was about to live good." But he was like, "Yo, you
Gotta work for
you gotta work for it." And I was like, "I gotta work again." Like, I just worked. I want to do everything myself. I'm like, I gotta do this shit all over again. Somehow I just said, all right, man, fuck it, let's go. Fuck it, let's go. Because if I didn't take that offer, I would have been working McDonald's. I never had a regular
First
job.
thing you want to do with me at FedEx Express
So-
and that chicken, boy.
So I was like, yo, I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm like, yo, fuck, I'm gonna take this chance. Like what people say, bet on yourself. They say that now. I definitely bet on myself.
Nah, listen, you had the passion. That was what you wanted to do regardless. You didn't really want to do nothing else.
So you get to Spain. A kid from New York City.
Shaky Spanish.
His Spanish
Shaky
is
Spanish.
horrible.
I'm not in no position to
No,
judge
it
anyone's
was
Spanish.
horrible.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
What you mean? You not in a position, I'm in a position.
So you get to Spain.
Yeah.
It's a cultural difference.
Not really.
How do you adjust?
All right, so this is my situation. You know, Edgar had a situation. He just went home and his first day. So my first day, he had a driver's license. I didn't have a driver's license at the time, so I didn't even get a car.
Till 29.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I just got your man.
27.
I got it 5 years ago. Yeah.
I'm up 25.
Let's not digress. Let's not digress. Let's not
I got
digress.
it 25. I got it 5 years ago.
Let's not digress.
I got it
Let's not
5 years
digress.
ago.
Okay.
We've been doing good. We've been doing good.
Let's not
I got
digress.
it
Good
5
time.
years
Good time.
So at that time I was 22, didn't have my license, never drove a car in my life. So the team was like, "You want a car?" I was like, and it was stick shift. At that, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good." I lived maybe 3 blocks away
From the arena?
From the arena.
Okay.
So I get to my house. I'm like, "Yo, what's the Wi-Fi? I need to call my mom's." They're like, "Yeah, you there's no Wi-Fi right now." I was like, "So how am I supposed to talk to my people?" And like, I just got on a flight for 9 hours, and then I lay over for 3 hours, and then drove for 4 hours, Like it was.
I gotta contact somebody.
Yeah, I got my mom's be nervous, so I had to.
Right.
Yeah, so I was like,
His mom's gonna play that.
yo, bro, I had to walk to the gym. I got there at 1 o'clock in the morning. I had to walk to the gym, try to use, and there was no Max at that time. This shit was 8 years ago. So I had to
you
use
was on a
a old ass,
Toshiba.
no, old ass computer in the office, writing my brother on Facebook, like, yo, I made it. He was like, yo, call me. I said, hi. I'm gonna call you. What you want me to do?
Like clearly, I wanted to do that.
Yeah, so I was like, yo, I bought an iPhone just to go to Europe, so I could have Wi-Fi and stuff, and my shit could work. I was like, yo, y'all made it. Where you at? I'm in the gym. I was like, it's 1:30 in the morning.
So what time was it over there?
1:30 in the morning over there. There's a 6-hour difference, so it was good here, but it was 1:30, and I was like, yo, I was explaining to them. They was like, nah, you know how New York people are. You better leave right now.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, Then I just walked home at 2:30 in the morning, and I went to sleep, and walked over the next morning.
How much? Oh, I was gonna say, how much did your game have to adjust? You know, because you know in Europe is the whole traveling.
Rules
you know,
different too.
stats,
Yeah,
you know,
it was tough. You know, the traveling got me the most, but the basketball wise, the team actually.
So he got mad at me because I'm asking them where James at. You feel me? But who else? Who else am I supposed to ask though? I don't know what he did. He didn't tell me, yo, God, I'm out.
Okay.
Stay with this person.
Okay.
You good over there.
Or persons.
He left me in the club. Like I'm looking for my man.
My question is, you got home, right? I bet. So then it's over.
Nigga, you left. I had to walk in the fog. Nigga, you remember that shit?
But we both did. I ain't driving.
And shout out to Spain, the best octopus is made in Spain. The best octopus. I swear to God, never tasted pulpo like that in my life.
That's a fact.
Okay.
Shout out to that, right?
So you were the first visitor.
Yeah.
Kev.
Then
when
Kev
did you
came
come?
March? No,
No.
February.
No, I came in
April.
November, December.
But the second year.
The
second
first
year.
time I went in November. The
So I'm
second
asking
time
that.
I was there from October to.
Oh, so you was the first visitor.
I was. Yeah.
Damn, shout him out. I didn't even know that. I
Right,
forgot.
So I gotta
Before me,
ask.
Kat?
Probably.
Yeah.
I gotta ask the host and the founder a question.
I went right after I graduated.
Because he left before you got there.
Yeah, you're right.
So
My bad.
So
I
Kev,
didn't
Like,
know
look,
that.
the
My
same thing
bad.
happened to Louisville too.
Yeah,
You
my
wanted
bad.
it? I
Yeah,
bet.
yeah,
That might have hurt.
Because the first time
Nah, we good, no good.
That's when the first time I went to the Ville,
Nigga still
I
love
was
me
there
in the club.
first, and then
And then you had to leave in an emergency, and then I got there. And
So
then that's when your
Kev.
man kicked us out the room and all
An
that.
emergency.
Hated, card block.
I had to come back to you.
Right, James?
So Kev, you being a close confidant of James, what did you see when you got to Spain in terms of his vibe, and how did you feel you could support him in his transition when you got there?
I think as far as his vibe, just to see somebody like from the city, I think I think cheered him up. A lot of people don't know when you're overseas. I know Sos and Kirk spoke about this. You're really alone. You know, the culture is different. You know, the food is different. Even the stuff on TV is different. So my whole thing was I like to be alone. Feel me? So I'm straight. But my whole thing was just to kind of make his stay as easy as possible. You know, like we spent late hours. Just talking about just life and other shit. We. Fucking nigga James always used to cook me like pasta. His only dish was fucking.
The only dish
was fucking
is
pasta.
pasta with meat with ground beef.
With ground beef.
That's it. That's what I ate that for 2 weeks straight.
Feel me? I ate that for
Like I
probably.
said, I was
Switch it up, make a sausage
Bro,
pasta.
no,
Like I
I
said,
ate that
I
for
was
like
on the
3
grind.
months. 3 months.
was
Ground
still-
beef,
bro.
pasta,
I was still
every
on the
Every
grind.
day.
But he made it good though. I
was still on the grind.
But like,
So you was there for 3 months.
No, he definitely
it
it was
the second
good.
time. Yeah. So and another thing was as far as like just supporting him. When he was playing. Sometimes
I was
if
there
the ball wasn't going in, you feel me? I was right there to tell him.
Emotional support.
I was right there to tell him, yo, you keep shooting that. You feel me? Like I was right there when he had to practice and stuff like that. So it was more of a sense, just kind of basically supporting him in like whatever way that he needed.
So James, this question's for you. How was that an impact for you seeing your tribe from home come to help you get through your first season overseas?
I mean, it helped me, like he said. I just seen a familiar face, seeing somebody I knew most of my life. I had somebody to talk to. You know, I was at that time I didn't have a Mac. I couldn't FaceTime people.
You had a Mac.
No, I didn't have a Mac my first year.
The Dell.
So it was tough.
Yeah,
I was just calling people, talking to people on Facebook, and not really seeing their face and shit like that. So them coming over helped me a lot. You know,
So you know what this reminds me of? You being overseas, y'all coming to visit, being the emotional, but at the sense, the tribe support. You guys were kind of the rich and the maverick before the rich and the maverick. You get what I'm saying?
In a different country.
But in a different country.
Facts.
Because people do not take into account how much support helps you get through your day-to-day life.
You know what else? I was so close with my mom. Like, she's scared of flying.
Okay.
So my first year, she didn't come see me. So it was just my grandmother and my aunt came my first year. So I didn't see my mother for 10 straight months. She didn't want to get on that plane. She said, hell no.
And he never been more than 2 days with his mother.
So it was tough. You know, it was. My brother came. A lot of people came my first 2 years. A lot of people came. Man, it was the most I ever had being overseas, for sure.
So that helped you get through.
It helped me. It helped me grind. It helped me know like why I'm here. It helped me understand like what I need to do to make them happy.
And it gave you motivation because you see these people and you want. These are the people that you want to do good for.
For sure.
These are the people that you want to put on for.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I was making my little money for myself, but I wanted to make sure everybody was good. You know, I wanted to make sure they were good in New York.
So you get through that first contractual obligation. How do you transition to the next phase?
So
3 years.
No. So I signed a 1 year deal, and then I re-signed with that same team.
Okay. What made you resign?
Because they tripled
Wait,
the
let's
money.
talk about the season. Like, how did you do? How did you do that first year?
I led that league in scoring.
Shout out to that.
Yeah.
Shout out to that.
So I definitely,
despite everything that you was going through, I think that deserves a little more emphasis. You know what I'm saying?
How many points?
Despite
17.8.
17.
You know what I'm saying? Despite everything that you was going through, not seeing your mother for 10 months, having just your friends come in and visit you,
You persevered.
You were still able to lead that league in scoring.
So then I just I felt comfortable there, and then when they came with the new contract, I wanted to being in Europe. That's when you really understand about EuroLeague and the different leagues in Europe, because I didn't know anything.
Okay.
So I really watched games. I talked to a lot of people. So after that first year, they were saying I can go to the first division, which is the best league in Europe now.
Right.
So I was like, I want that.
Right.
That
You just get this pay raise.
That shit didn't come.
Okay.
That shit didn't come.
Wow.
After my first year, I got no looks from that division.
Wow.
None. So I was like,
and you led the league in that.
And I led that
second league in scoring.
So my mindset was just like, fuck it, I gotta do it again. You know, I just gotta keep going.
Now is that something that's normal? Because you know, there's kids that's watching this that's gonna be like, you're gonna want to know.
It's a lot of stories. It's a lot of stories like that. It's not sweet. It's not easy.
Yeah, I've heard horror stories. Guys go overseas. Teams withhold their paychecks.
Yeah. So I didn't have that problem my first year. My first year I didn't have that problem. Then like I was saying, summer going into my second year, they offered me a contract and I felt comfortable there. And they was like, "Hey, you're gonna be able to do what you want again."
You have the green light.
Yeah. So I was like, let me prove myself again. So I went back with a whole different new team. Everybody was new. All the Spanish players, all the foreigners, everybody was new but me. So I felt like it was my first year. I knew the city, I knew the fans, I knew the coach.
More comfortable.
My coach got fired too, so I had a new coach.
Okay.
New coaching staff.
New coaching staff.
Yeah,
so
the baddest joint in Spain.
Right?
So
You're already
I had
there?
some friends there.
Comfortable.
Yeah, I had some friends there, so I was like, let me just go back. I'm gonna do this. I probably gave myself, I was like, if I don't make it now, then fuck it. Like, I'm not gonna try to do more and just. So
how does the second year go?
Wait. Before I don't know. Maybe ask your question first, but I want to prep you for a question because a lot of people feel like like they don't understand the overseas. Like they think maybe when you go overseas, like, and you playing for these teams and you start getting this money, like you're the man. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying,
but I don't know if his question. Maybe you want to talk about the second contract.
You saying that got me thinking like. The first division or the second division, we wasn't flying. So we was busting everywhere.
Oh, shit.
So I was taking...
So D-League life.
I took a 13-hour bus ride before.
Damn.
Yeah, so...
That's like high school shit.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. Like, it wasn't like you get there, you're like, I'm going to make money, I'm going to take planes.
No, I mean, you are making money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But you still, the treatment is not what you would expect.
It's not at all. So that was a struggle too. Like I left, he was here, he was there with me for like 3 months. I left him in the house for like 3 days before, and he had to be me when I first got there. Yo, figure it out. He didn't have a phone. I mean, I finally had Wi-Fi.
I spent Thanksgiving and Christmas alone. But
so I had Wi-Fi, so he was able to talk to people, but he was still alone.
Kev, but listen, me and Kev went to Spain like two different people, because Kev is the type that he'll sit with you and talk with you about everything. That's not me. You feel me?
I'm going out and I'm
exploring. You need the hookah.
No,
you need
not that, like that. But the support Kev give, I don't give that same support. I give that wake the fuck up, fuck everything, and let's move it. Kev, he'll sit down with you, he'll talk to you. He'll really like.
I mean, he's a counselor, so
basically
that's in his nature.
And me,
That
I'm
made
not
him become a counselor.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Fact. And then me, I went over there, and James already knew. I'll go over there. We gonna talk shit. We don't talk about nothing basketball because we've been friends for 23 years. So we just talk about everything. But Kev just gives that support, that motivational support. I'm just there to get you hype and to talk wild bullshit and make you laugh. That's what I do.
That sounds good. That sounds like you had the yin and yang rules right
basically, there. He go over there for something totally different than what I go over there for. You feel me? Like, and it works out. Because he balances me out because I'm just bugging.
Yeah, me and Kev, we Aries. We 3 days apart, bro. So we got that vibe, like, it don't matter what situation you put us in, like, we'll chill.
We'll figure that bitch out.
Listen, one more thing before. I just love how niggas is out here with the Hey Now podcast, shirts on, and it's not even us with, Kev got it on.
Alright, see.
Shaq got it on, but me and Beloved don't got it on.
I had it on yesterday.
No, I know, but it's dirty.
Yeah.
But there's people in the crowd with our shirts on. And I just appreciate the love. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Edgar.
Shout out Sauce, man.
So the second year.
On the sniz
How was that?
It was the same. Like I said, I went to the same team but different organizations.
Different teammates, new coaching staff.
So then again, I led that year scoring again. So it's just I was on my grind, like I said before. When I was younger, I just had to prove myself.
Did you feel a little less stressed now that you tripled the money?
For sure. The money part was definitely.
And you had a year under your belt, so you kind of
and then I knew Kev was coming back out there for 3 months, and he was getting a job, so I knew it was gonna be easier for him. I didn't have to worry about him being bored and shit. So
it was a beautiful experience.
Yeah, so it was cool.
How did y'all work that out with Kev again?
So he worked with my team. He worked with the little kids. So Kev speaks better Spanish than me. I don't know about now, but
I speak better Spanish than all of us. I'm the best Spanish speaker here. So you trash.
So he worked with
the fact that he was able to.
He worked with the little kids. So every team in Europe has a little kids program, to grow them,
You never told me that. Yeah, told me that.
I did. That's when I showed you the newspaper and
Kev was in the newspaper and all that out there.
When I came out in the news.
So he coached them in Spanish, and he coached them in English. But then if they had problems, he spoke Spanish to them. So that's why he's a counselor now, because he worked with kids 8 years ago.
Yeah, shout out to Kev. You know, I know. It gets tough working here. It gets tough working here.
And shout out to Kev for being in Spain for 3 months. Cause I was there 2 weeks and I wanted to go home. I'm not the type to be away for too long, even though it was with my mans. But he know I can't do no 3 months in no Spain, son.
I wanted to switch it up a little bit. We got to talk about you being on a national team, because we got to figure out how that happened, because you also, you know.
You don't speak no English.
No English or
no Spanish.
Alright, give me that. So we're gonna take it back a little bit. You indictment, right?
Pay for somebody that was hating on you.
So you indictment, right? And it's raining. You're supposed to play outside. It's supposed to be a big game.
I was actually not supposed to play that
Oh, you
game.
wasn't supposed to play that game?
No.
All right. Okay.
That's when the knees was hurting already. So I said,
yeah.
no, I'm
Patrick
starting
Ewing.
You still have to pack.
Shout out to
your
my
knees.
hookahs.
Oh, shout out to Soul Shorts. But listen, so
I don't mess with him though.
So
passing me the hookah.
so you decide no le va a pasar la hookah.
Nah, never.
I buy my own hookah.
So you decided to play in this game, right? So it was raining, so you found out it was in the gym actually, right? So you're playing with who you was playing with in that game?
Dominican Power.
And who you was playing against? I can't remember the name of the team.
The name of the team? No idea.
But who you was playing against?
So who
what
you
was
was
the main
playing
player?
Right.
Brandon Jennings.
And how much did you have that game?
Slow down. You gotta say who he was playing.
Brandon Jennings.
That was the game at the Gauchos.
It was more.
Brandon Jennings.
Kimber Walker was there.
Kurt Kelly. Kimber. Shout out to Kimber.
They on the other team.
Irvin Walker.
Ooh. Heat.
What's his name?
Tiana
Jackson.
Taylor's team.
Yeah.
Brandon
Actually, what's
Jennings?
Tiana?
Yeah, because she was dating Brandon Jennings at the time.
Right. That's when he pulled up in the old red.
At TMZ, ain't it?
I like you, my boy. Yo, be
I
love.
do my homework.
Rich Jackson. I went to St. Ray's. OG.
That's my guy, Richie Rich.
That's it. I don't remember who else.
All right. So what was the outcome of that game?
We lost.
How much you had?
50.
On who?
5-0.
Who you was posting up in most of them plays?
The next question.
Because I'm answering for him. I was there.
Alright, so it was.
The footage is on YouTube.
Alright, so it was basically me. I brought a kid from.
Who got love? Who got some love?
I brought a kid that was from New York that went to school with me, James Johnson. He was still in. I think he was about to be a senior, or he just came out of college, and he was always calling me like, "Yo, I want to play with you. I want to play with you." I brought him with me, and then they had their own players. They had Xbox 360. They had their
Xavier,
own.
shut up, Mike.
They had their own Dominican Power team, but Mikey kept on calling my brother like, "Yo."
Shout out to Mikey. We had him here earlier.
Yo. That's a dog.
And then
Love, man, love.
Love, fam. He was on the show.
Beloved.
Love.
And then-
Spread love out here.
Love.
And then, and then I just said, "Yo," I said, "Yo, who's playing? Who we playing against?" And he was like, "Yo, they gonna bring some NBA players. I want you to play." So I just got in a cab with my brother and I just went there.
So you dropped 50 on some
With
pros.
your brother only?
Brandon Jennings.
Brandon Jennings and Kemba Walker.
And Kimber.
Can I
We
say
ain't gonna
something?
throw my man out there. Because that's our boy. He wasn't guarding my man.
No, I'm just saying.
And you wasn't supposed to play. You really just played because it was indoors. You had the shaky knees.
And my knees.
You know what
I'm just saying. So you dropped 50 on pros.
So that was real,
right?
I was already a pro though. I was already a pro.
You dropped 50 on NBA players.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 2.5 questions to ask.
What the fuck's a 2.5 question?
Nigga said 2.5.
The Remy's in the system, so ain't no
Ain't no
telling.
telling
Ain't no
when you
telling.
freak them and when you
Listen.
flock them.
Who in the league? Huh? What did he say?
I just know that this shit is lit. All right, now we going back.
James, I'm gonna ask a humble question. Give me a humble answer.
I tried.
You've been on the floor with NBA All-Stars. You've been on the floor with NBA vets.
Yeah.
You've been on the AAU circuit. Who did you cook? Who's a household name? Right?
Brandon Jennings.
And Kemba.
And Kimber. That's what it sounds like.
Outside of those guys, who else did you cook who's getting money right now?
And probably
That
Edgar on
you
a
know the answer
personal
to
level.
that.
He definitely bust Edgar ass a couple
And probably
times.
Edgar on a personal level.
You know the answer to that.
I do.
I don't know.
He had 40 on him in half. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring him back because I don't have to see if there's a real.
we all know that you could do it with the best of them.
Oh, I know. So I think I know what you're talking about. So shout out to the national team. They're playing right now. They probably just won. Me and Edgar play on the national team for like they got smacked probably. And then 30.
36.
Sheesh. Yeah, because y'all not playing. Y'all in here with us.
Me and Edgar was on the national team for a couple years, and we had the opportunity to play against USA.
Shout out to my brothers. I made a lot of money off their game that year.
How was that? Just as just representing. You know what I'm saying? How was that feeling? How was that feeling?
One question at a time.
So
We almost done.
I played with the national team for like 5 years. You know, my mother's Dominican, but my father's black, so I'm half. But I got a Dominican passport, so I'm able to play with the national team. Okay. So from like I said, from that first year and second year, they never called me. Okay. And that was and Edgar was on that team, and I always wanted to play. So when I finally got a big name, they finally called me and I played. But yeah, we played USA at the Garden, at Madison Square Garden. They had.
What year was this?
They had Kyrie Irving.
They had Kyrie. No. They had Kyrie, Steph Curry, James Harden, Boogie Cousins, Anthony Davis.
And how did you do?
That game?
14.
20. Double digits.
Double figures.
20, I guess.
That sounds better.
Yeah. So.
I'll take that.
No. You have 14 after 11.
Yeah, whatever. I played well that game.
He played well.
It's not about you, Edgar Sosa.
So I wanted to ask you another question.
You part one, this next part two. Right?
Me and Kev have this conversation all the time. And I'm not saying this because, you know, there's tribe ties between me and you or Sos.
Beloved.
There's a lot of players, and I think I mentioned this yesterday
that is straight
that are
trash.
stealing money. Straight up stealing money.
Punto rojo.
Hold on. We promote positivity.
No, positivity is truth.
Everybody deserves
I'm speaking
a
the
shot.
truth.
Some people just slipping through the cracks.
Okay.
Some people are slipping through the cracks.
I gotta call
Jose Calderon deserves a shot, all right?
No, he does.
Listen. I don't feel like Joakim Noah needs to be in the NBA, but we don't
want to talk about the Knicks. Let's stop with all that. So, do you still have aspirations to? No.
I'm done. I just turned 30. I just finished my 8th year in Europe. I'm good.
What if they reached out?
I think about it.
I think about
it. Of course. I mean, every hooper dream is to play in the league.
So now I'm gonna ask you another question. Talk your shit.
I don't talk my shit.
What guards you think you better than in the league right now?
Nah, I ain't.
You're not gonna answer that?
I'm not gonna answer.
Oh, he's
that. humble. We always talk about this like with the Americans on European teams. When I go to different teams, we always say like, yo, this guy's, or they say that this guy's bad, this guy's trash, like he can't hoop. They there for a reason, and we in Europe for a reason. So they blessed, and we are blessed. They just a little bit more blessed than us. So I can never hate on somebody that's in the league, getting paid and taking care of their family friends.
Right.
I'm just blessed that where I'm at now. So I don't think about what if I can do this. So I live
in the present.
Yeah, I live in the moment and just take advantage of it.
Humility, I respect that. I
listen.
respect that.
So, we've been friends for a long time. So in 2nd grade, I didn't make the basketball team. What did you do? What did you tell people for me to be on that team?
So you knew you was trash in 2nd grade?
Don't worry, just listen to the fucking answer. Ain't nobody asked you for your opinion, fam. Listen to the answer. What did you do for your best friend to be on the team? What did you make a priority? What did you tell the coach?
I guess I started from a young age looking out for people. You know, I just made
humanitarian.
I just made sure he was on the team. He got cut, and I was one of the best players on the team. I just said, I didn't want to play if he didn't play.
And that happened.
There's power in numbers.
And that happened in high school. But in high school, it was really my fault because
I mean, in high school, he got kicked off. I put him back on. He got kicked off again. I couldn't do it the second time. Real talk.
All right, so
Too much.
now so we getting ready to wrap things up. I wanted to ask you what's your next? No, I'm lying. Recently there was some pictures out. You know,
I got them. Pass me my phone real quick so I can show you.
Recently there was some pictures out.
Bring my phone.
I know we said basketball was your passion.
Yes,
but I'm
pass me my
starting to
phone.
see that.
I'm gonna put these up.
One thing that me and Gab always used to say, out of the group, you the ugliest one. But what's in is your eyes. And I think now you're using it to your advantage.
That is not.
So now you're into modeling now?
Yeah, I got something for
you. So
you.
you're dipping into that?
Nah.
So what is this about?
We can't zoom in.
So we're gonna zoom in when.
Hold on, let me see it.
What is this about?
Let me get that on my live real quick.
So hold up. Can I explain?
Cut the check.
Can I explain? That's Smitty right there.
I don't know. I'm not gonna shine. I'm not gonna blow up. Who sent me those?
My man walked in the house.
Bring it down. So let's go. How did that come about?
Alright, so I'm gonna start from the beginning.
You was doing your sit-ups and shit for that picture.
I'm gonna compare lemons with me.
Violate the person who sent the pictures if you know.
Nah, I don't mess with him.
Okay, so go ahead, tell me.
So. That's a baby pic. I was still cute in that joint. Yo, damn, Will.
Nah, you gotta get them, yo. You gotta Yo, hold on, so now give him your phone.
Yeah, he got him.
Which one you threw up there, beloved? Which one you threw up?
Let me see that one first. Let me see that. We almost done.
That's the comeback season. That's the comeback season. Yo, Stun Devil.
Nah,
He's the
so
I want to know who that is.
in Europe, yeah, I want to know who that is too.
I want to know who that is.
Nah,
Who's that?
Dized me.
Nah, this nigga gonna answer.
I'm trying to get this live, my nigga. Look how
Dized me.
Let's go.
Dized. So in Europe, you know, I try to explore my options. As you should.
Listen, chase the bag.
Listen. No, I didn't. Well, I said explore.
Explore.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, man. So you know, I just be doing different stuff. I be going out. I be going to different cities. You know, I have fun. Like I just try to live life. Like when I got to that stage, I was just like, yo, I'm just gonna see all these countries, all these different cities. So when I got to Serbia this year, you know, I had some friends, and she was just like, yo, like, you ever think about doing a photo shoot? And I never did a photo shoot in my life.
So one of your drummers asked you to be on the shoot?
Nah, never that. Who you talking to?
Friends.
Acquaintances.
So she was just like, yo, I think you'll be perfect for this role. They looking for you know, over there they call everybody black. If you're not there, they just say they looking for a black person.
So you fuck around, they look.
Hold on, time out.
So they look you as
Hold on, back up, Gabby, from my camera. Niggas consider you black.
And I'm light skinned as shit.
Light as shit.
I'll be sure.
But he's
No,
he's definitely.
So she was just like, yo, like, you interested? And I'm like, damn, yo, they was like, yo, they're gonna try you out, you know, they're gonna take some pictures, blah, blah. So I get there, and this is famous singer from Serbia. I had no idea who she was. Like, I was just there, and I was like, all right, bet. So, you know, in photo shoots, they be having the clothes. The clothes is trash. I couldn't say anything. I already said I'm gonna do it. And they were throwing out some money, so I'm like, I gotta get it.
So you got paid though?
Yeah, of course.
I get it.
So so now do you see yourself what's going on? Do you see yourself
Nah, I'm never if it's not basketball related, I'm not getting in front of the camera and doing it. Nah, I'm good.
Why?
First of all, you bugging. I will show my ass on a cereal box any day. What's up?
Beloved.
What's your award?
Beloved. Let me interject, right? So you're playing ball overseas.
Yeah.
Whether it's Spain, Europe, wherever.
Yeah.
Edgar is playing ball overseas, whether it's Spain, Europe, wherever.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
All of the fashion houses are overseas.
That's what I do on my shopping. I only shop in Europe.
So get you know.
This nigga's a liar. That nigga be in Woodbury every summer. This nigga talking about.
Ring the bell!
Yo, nigga be
Don't daddy, man! Get on your bullshit, man! So, mommy!
So, me and Kev often like talk about creative strategy, right? The fashion game in terms of sports and entertainment as a whole has come to the forefront in a way that it's never come before. Granted, yeah, maybe that wasn't the greatest experience, but it was an experience, it was an opportunity. Okay? Right. You guys, you know, Paris Fashion Week, Vogue events,
Facts.
look to get more involved. Both of y'all are like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". Y'all don't got pimples.
That nigga 6'1".
Know what I mean?
Man, listen,
Get involved.
fuck all that. You don't want to do shit, I do. Tell them you do it, and I show up.
Light skin.
I'm here. Minus the Band-Aid, I'm here. I'm here. What's up? I'm here. What's up? Yo, without it. Yo, hat back.
Look at it this way. You already have headshots.
Yeah.
So you have pause. There's LVMH. There's all these other European fashion houses. See where else it could take you while you're over there, and you already have a platform. Being an overseas player who's producing at a high level. So I wouldn't say because of that experience that I would never do.
I think you should keep that in the back of your mind.
Keep it in the back of your mind.
Take it for somebody who's a little further 30 in the game, bro. When the grades kick in, they don't want to see you, bro.
That's true.
I got the grades in the bid. Yo, son,
so
shoot that shot while you can, bro.
So what is gonna be the next?
It's in? Yeah. But that's when you 40. They don't want to see that shit when you 32.
Hey, we trying to end this.
Get your GQ. Yo, this is season finale. You know we gotta end this shit with a bang.
Yo,
Slopes, what's up? Yo, what up?
So next year, man, where you planning on playing at?
No idea.
So you still don't know?
Nope. No idea.
Why is that?
I have an option year in my contract now for Serbia, but I'm not trying to go back there.
Okay. So you have some leverage to dictate where you want to go.
Yeah, that's the last place I want to go. But I mean, if there's no options available, I'm definitely gonna go back. But
where do you want to go?
where do I want to go? I want to go back to Spain.
To the Knicks.
Did you ever entertain the idea of you and Sos playing together on the same team?
We have.
Yo,
It's hard though. We have different agents.
No, I hear you, but I gotta put that into the universe.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, agents run teams basically. So if my agent wants me or a team wants me, my agent will be like, okay, but we have this point guard, and they'll talk to him before they'll talk to Edgar, for example. So, I mean, we played against each other in Italy before that.
But you guys have power.
What do you mean? My agents have power, not me.
Yeah.
No. I say that to say, you being the talent, a 10-year-old doesn't know your agent's name.
That's
but
true.
they know James's name,
Yeah.
they know Edgar's name.
That's true. I mean, I can tell my
Always remember that.
Appreciate it.
And then you guys do produce.
Yeah.
You guys are not scrubs, y'all produce.
Facts.
So keep
Work
that
hard.
in mind where
sure.
you have to dictate the pace of your journey.
Quick.
I need ice.
You play with a special guy, Ronald Test, aka Metal World Peace.
Yeah.
How was that?
AKA I snuff niggas in
You know what I'm
Detroit.
saying? AKA the biggest NBA world.
Queensbridge.
Shit
happens.
He not,
Shit happens.
He not like.
Shit happens.
He not like how people think he is. He's
I agree with the bro.
He's not. He's
No,
mad weird and he's a vegan. He just eats different shit.
Yo, I agree with the bro. They will never throw beer on players ever again.
He's not like that, bro. He's a great guy. I talked to him when he first got there. We got close because he's from New York. I'm from New York, so we became close. We had long conversations on that bus. We were still taking buses at that time. We had long.
So he loves the game.
Yeah, he just wanted to play. He was like, yo, I want to play in Europe. Like, I don't care what happened. Like, I mean, I played in the league. I just want to experience it. And he came to my team in Italy for 3 months with a practice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So before we close up, Sos, I need you. Please come over here.
I want to pop this bottle. Let me chill out.
Get it. This is the finale.
This is the season finale, and we gotta finish it off the right way. We gotta finish it off the right way. David, we gotta finish it off the right way.